Hey guys, this is my first video, so I'll try not to be too much of an amateur. But I was going to go outside today and try to film this, but it's raining, and I really wanted to get this up, and it's supposed to rain for like a couple days. So I'm going to throw this video up, and then hopefully I'll get back outside with my clubs, and maybe I can do an actual demonstration. I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I didn't start golf. I'm 45. I didn't start golf until I was 40. I'd always wanted to golf, um, but I had always actually been afraid to golf because I didn't want to be the guy that was holding up, everybody else on the course. I didn't want to be that guy. And I've never been very athletic. I suck at baseball, basketball, basically any sport that requires eye-hand coordination. I can't do it. But I'm very good at sports that basically require that you're aiming something at a target. Archery, tomahawk throwing, darts, horseshoes. I'm very good at horseshoes. So I thought, yeah, golf's kind of on that line. Basically you got a ball, you're trying to get it to the target. So I always thought I'd be good at golf. Well, about 5 years ago, my buddies they talked me into golfing. They took me out in the course. I had to go borrow my brother's clubs that he had in the closet for like 10 years he never used. That's my brother. He buys stuff. He's all gung ho. He's going to be a golfer, and then of course, he's in the course twice, and then clubs are in the closet. So he wasn't using them, and I'm too cheap to buy clubs. So I went and borrowed his clubs. Went to the course with my buddies. First time we're out there, I didn't even know what clubs I was supposed to be using. Excuse me. So my buddies are telling me what clubs I'm supposed to use, and I actually didn't do too bad. Ball pretty much went where I wanted it to go. Um, so I was happy, and other than not really being able to hit the ball very far, actually I didn't do that bad. So I golfed with these guys for a couple years, and I've always been in like lifting weights and stuff, so I'm pretty strong. I'm no superhero muscle guy, but compared to the other guys I golf with, who are kind of desk jockeys, I'm definitely stronger than these guys. But even after like 4 years of golfing with these guys, I'm still, probably every hole, every other hole, I'm losing a stroke to these guys every time we play. And it's definitely because I can't hit the ball as far as them. Even though I have reasonable accuracy, I just can't hit the ball as far as them. So I figure I got to figure out what I'm doing wrong here. And I knew it had to be in my swing. Um, I'm definitely, I'm not the guy. I'm still using borrowed clubs after 5 years of golfing, and I'm not going to pay money for some fancy club to have me hit the ball further. And so what I did was I got on the internet and I looked for basically free golf tips. I want to figure out how I can hit the ball further. So I do this for like a couple weeks, and I keep looking at these tips, and some of them make sense, some of them don't. I try out little things here and there when I'm golfing, and I come across this video by a guy named Eric Jones, and it's called the Happy Toes video is what I call it. I think that's pretty much probably everyone who sees it calls it that. But this Eric Jones guy, and I never heard of the guy, even though I've been golfing for years. I never watch golf on TV. I don't follow sports at all. To me, it's something I do. I don't need to. I'm not the kind of person. I'll do it myself. I don't need to watch somebody else do it. Anyway, so I never heard of the guy. Apparently, he's a long distance drive champ or something. So he's got this video. It's called the Happy Toes. Basically, what he tells you is that when you're standing there, when you're ready to address the ball, that you should be able to lift both of your toes off the ground. One after another. And if you can't do that, you're leaning too far forward. Your weight is too far forward. And if you can lift both your toes off the ground at the same time, you've got your weight too far back. So it's such a simple thing. So you just got to position your body weight, back and forth, so where you can lift your toes up, one after the other. But you can't do this, and you can definitely lift at least one at a time. Okay. So anyway, so I got this video, and actually, if you want to see this video, if you go to my website, there's a link to my right here. Well, it's your right, it's my left. There's a link to my site. You can actually watch this video. It's pretty cool. Anyway, long story short, I go back out to the course with my buddies. Probably the first time out there trying this technique, I'm nailing the ball probably 8-10 yards more than I was before. And after a couple months, I'm starting to catch up to my buddies. Not quite as good, but I'm still missing something because I'm thinking there's more to this swing than just shifting my body weight. I know I still don't have it all. So I go back on the internet and I keep searching for, excuse me, more free tips, and I can't seem to find anything that works. And then I remember this Happy Toes video, which actually, even though I had been doing it, I had kind of forgotten where I learned it from. And I remember the guy's name, Eric Jones, and so I went and found out more about this guy, and I found out all the stuff that he teaches. So basically, what I did was I built this website around a golf club distance, and the things I've learned, I gotta tell you, right now I'm probably besting my buddies by 15, 20 yards, swing to swing, and now I'm the guy who's you know the teacher and the students, but they're not listening to me because, as far as they're concerned, I'm still an amateur golfer, and I think they think the fact that I'm stronger than them is why I'm hitting the ball further, but it's not, because early on I tried to hit the ball harder. I tried to put my muscle into it, and all I did was slice it. I couldn't control it. So, if anything, I'm hitting the ball now less harder than I ever was, and I'm definitely hitting the ball further now than I was before. So, I put this little website together. Like I said, there's a link right here to it. If you visit my website, you can get some tips on how to hit the golf ball further. And come visit me and let me know what you think. Okay? Talk to you later.